So first, what is the equation for the graph f of x below? And so let's say this is f of x. So first, let's try to graph this. And what I see is the vertex is right here. And it looks like that's at -1, 4. So when I type this in, and I also should recognize that this is the cubed function, the cubed root. So I know it's going to be cubed root of, and I moved it 1 to the left, so that'd be x plus 1 in the radical. And then it was moved 4 units up, so it's going to be plus 4. Now, this doesn't look exactly the same, and that's because I need to flip this over. So now when you look at these, they should look pretty much the same. This one has a y-intercept of 3. This one has a y-intercept of 3. So what is the equation? I have matched it. I would say that it is negative I would say that it's negative the cubed root of x plus 1 plus 4. And so now we're trying to make it look like this. So let's go see what that looks like. We're going to type that in. The third root of x minus 3 plus 4. Well, let's look. First, what I notice looking at this is my vertex was right here at -1, 4. And it looks like it's kind of flipped over. So if I were to take this and flip it over the y-axis, instead of -1, 4, it would go to 1, 1, 4. So it would end up right here. And it would be faced in the right direction. So in other words, if I were to flip this over, that'd be like taking the negative off. That would be called reflecting over the y-axis. So if I reflect over the y-axis, it would end up right here. And then I would need to move the vertex over another 2 units. So then it would end up right here. So I need to reflect over the y-axis. Remember, if I'm going to reflect over the x-axis, then I would take away the negative. But if I want to reflect over the y-axis, then I need to put a negative in here. And notice how it flipped over, and it's almost the same, but now we're at 1, and we need to make it go to 3, so I need to shift it 2 to the right as well. So I need to shift it 2 to the right to make it the same. So how would I say that? I would say I need to reflect over the y-axis and then translate to the right 2 units. So that would be the transformation that would make this f of x look like the g of x. Alright, on number 23, now they want us to solve when f of x is 2. So when this equals 2, that's all we're trying to do is set that equal to 2. So when does this equal 2? And I'm going to go ahead and solve this one by hand. So when does 2 equal 4 square root of x plus 6. First thing I would do is subtract 6 from both sides. Those go away. 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Then divide both sides by 4. The 4's go away. And I got negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. Now this is a problem. When you have an even radical, or an even index, so this is like a 2, you can't take the square root or any even root and get back a negative number. So this one would be no real solution. And I've taught you how to find the solution. The solution would be non-real, it'd have an I, but we're not going to mess with that in this unit. So the correct answer for now would just be no real solution.